Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Film My Run on Zwift. My name is Stephen Cousins and we are broadcasting live on Facebook and on YouTube. While we're getting everything ready, it would be absolutely awesome if you could go and subscribe to the Film My Run YouTube channel and also the Zwift Live YouTube channel. You can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/filmmyrun and also Twitter at filmmyrun, and the website is www.filmmyrun.com. It's very nearly time, so sit back, relax, don't forget to drop me a ride on and watch me do all the hard work. Okay, good afternoon from the UK. It's an absolutely baking hot afternoon here. It must be at least 30 degrees inside the Pain Cave, inside the Film My Run shed quarters. Sir Mo Farah is in the house. We are running 10k with Mo, starting in just under 1 minute's time. There are 76 people currently signed in. There were over 100 signed up. So it's going to be a relaxing run for me. I'm not going to try and race if anyone starts racing off. But Mo is there. Mo is the one with the yellow beacon above his head. You can just glimpse the yellow beacon on the left-hand side there. And he will be leading the run. Now, whether he's going to race, whether he's going to take it really easy, I do not know. So we'll have to just wait and see. I'm going to start off nice and easy. Already got 20 miles in my legs this week so far, so and and I have had a couple of quick runs as well this week so far. Did a very quick mile yesterday, and we did a fast 10k on Monday, so off we go. So we'll start off at 10 kph and see what Mo does. We'll try and stick with Mo. 5:44 he's going at. Okay, so let's go up to about that, just a bit quicker. Catch him up. There's going to be a lot of people all wanting to get a glimpse of Mo and run with him. Now he's going at 5:15. So we need to make sure let's try and keep up with him for a bit. If he starts going too quick, oh mind you, he is going, look, he's going at 4:40 now. So we don't want to try and keep up with Mo if he's going to blast off too quick. 4:40 per kilometre. I was hoping he might, keep it nice and easy so that some people can stay with him, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. Sen Studio says, hello boss, finally able to run with you live. Well, it's good to have you with us. So we can't see Mo's name on the right because he is a bit far ahead already. But there he is with the yellow beacon above his head. Right, I'll speed up again and just see if I can stay with him for a little bit before he goes uber fast. Because it's unbelievably hot in here, and I had no intention of going quickly on this run. Thanks for the ride-ons already. Right, let's just catch him. I am not keeping this pace up for the whole way though. Just see if we can get any nearer Mo Farah. I'm watching Facebook chat and I'm watching YouTube chat if you want to say hello. Marcus Holmes says trying to keep up with him is tough already. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna manage to get him. All right, hang on. Right, Mo Farah is 12 seconds ahead, but he is running quicker than me. Let's do one little blast to catch him, see if we can catch him, and then we'll drop back. Take that keyboard. Yeah. Click on the green icon at the bottom of the screen. Oh, sorry, it's that keyboard, sorry. Yeah, green icon there. Click on Facebook, on the logo. Find posts. Right, click on OK. Right, this is too hard for me. I am catching him. But whether it's worth it or not, I don't know. Okay, minimise. They'll come through, don't worry. Minimise the little arrow, little line at the top of, yeah, up. Yeah. Right, he's going too quick for me. Lorraine Talbot, hello. Jason Darby, hello. Ryan Downey, hello. Ace Ventura, Tonya Page, Nick Barter. I'm not going to do this, I'm afraid. This is too quick. Scott Gare is there, though. Thank you. He keeps speeding up. This is too much for me. Hi, Stephen. No, I'm going to let him go. Too fast for me. If we're going to do 10k, there's no point in going at that pace in this heat. Much as it would be nice to run for a bit with Mo, I have to accept that he is an Olympic athlete. There goes Adam Holland's going to catch him. Go on, Adam, you do it for us. Tim Lynch, hello, buddy. Ace Ventura says, yes, that's why it's an Olympic athlete. Yeah. Too fast. Tonya, yeah, I just caught the back of him. But I was never gonna keep that speed up for very long. It's a shame though, because it would be nice for them to run a bit slower so that your average Joe runner can say that they've run with Mo for a bit. Just for a kilometre or two and then speed up. Anyway, Marcus Holmes, Adam Fairfield, Ace Ventura, we're all in the same boat. Those guys are catching me up now. I am going to go at this gentle pace now for the rest of the run because that's really tired me out, that has. Josifowski's had enough as well. He's shattered after that. He's probably managed to run 1.5 kilometres with Mo before it got too quick. Carol says he might slow down after 5k. Well, you never know. I think it's probably unlikely. Right, I hadn't really planned on that burst of speed at the beginning of that run. So we need about 8k recovery now, I think. There we are, 2k done. I need a bit of Zwift power. The other way to do it, of course, is to log out, log back in again, and click Run with Mo. And then you would be able to stay with him for A couple of 100 metres probably. But I won't do that. Sorry, I didn't actually have Facebook chat on at the beginning there, so I may have missed some of your posts, some of your comments. Carol says, quite rightly, he obviously doesn't know who you are. Well, exactly. He did. I heard a rumour, because obviously Mo is signed to Zwift, and I know quite a few of the people in Zwift. And at one time, I hope this is not too big-headed enough to say, but at one time I was going to go to Mo's house to set up his Zwift equipment for him, but then it got taken out of my hands and it was all became a bit showbiz. Anyway, I ran with him on Zwift a few months ago, and somebody said that he had said on email to them, who was that jogger I ran with the other day, meaning me. So to him, to Mo, I am merely a jogger, that jogger. No, Lorraine, he doesn't follow me, but I know that he does follow a couple of other people randomly who then messaged on Facebook to say, why is Mo Farah following me? Ryan Downey says, I got up early to run with Sir Mo. Yeah, well, it is pretty early for you. And off he's gone like a shot. Never mind. Tonya Page says, he did a 5k a while back and ran with us normal people. I even managed to run with him for a bit. Yes. He did. I remember he did a run. Was it his birthday or something, or Eric Min's birthday? And they did a run together where they both ran fairly conservatively and allowed us to stay with them for a bit. Oh, I see, Sir Stephen. Well, you know, Ryan, I could say the same about you. Sir Downey of Downton. Neil Messenger is forging ahead, although he doesn't appear to be in the actual run, but he is up ahead. Buenaventura is running with me. Ryan Downey says his legs are finally loosened, and he's way ahead of me as well. Right, Alex Dicer says Mo is going so fast he might even break the 10k Zwift world record. I tell you what we can do. We can just jump up, can't we? And watch him. Right, let me just see if get my mouse to work. There we are. Right. Oh, now it's gone again. Too hot in here. There it is, right. Right, there's Mo. There he is. So he is currently going at 3:23 per kilometre. Garcia is right with him. Adam Holland is right with him. Marcus Holmes says he's 50 seconds ahead of him and he can't catch him. Scott Gare has ducked out as well. He was running with Mo for a bit but can't keep up. Cockbane and Crazy Canuck are ahead of Mo Farah. So whether we actually believe them or not is another matter. Adam Holland is still catching Mo. Mo doesn't have heart rate. But believe it or not, Mo is in 4th place in this race. Tim Lynch says, hi Stephen, what is your best 5k time? I know you love ultras, yes, and it's probably because I love ultras that I've never really concentrated on reducing my 5k speed. My best time at 5k is 18:54, I think. 18:54 outdoors. You can look me up on Run Britain rankings or Power of 10, and search my name, and you'll see what my 5k PB is. It's something, I think it's 18:54. Tim Iveson has dropped in, and he's not dropped in, he's actually run, he's caught up. So he's running with Mo, or maybe Mo has overtaken him. I don't know. Mo is down to 6th position now. Let's drop a ride on Mo's head. And we'll give Adam Holland a ride on as well. Garcia. Do we trust Garcia? Look at his steps per minute is 159, which is ridiculous for that pace. Let's have a look at Mo. Oh, Mo hasn't got any steps per minute. We have to trust Mo, I suppose. No heart rate, no steps per minute for Mo. But I suppose, we can accept that perhaps he is quite a good runner. Garcia, on the other hand, that steps per minute is not changing at all. And it didn't change last time either. And it was 159 then. And that is so he must have a massively long stride to be going at 326 per kilometre with steps per minute of 159. It's not happening. So I will leave off on the ride on for him. Give Tim a ride on. Well done, Tim. And we'll stay with Mo again. I know you all want to see Mo. Alex Dieter, yeah, this is easy pace for him, let's face it. I mean, this is probably slower than marathon pace for Mo Farah. What is his 10k time? But 27 minutes. LS Sham, your messages are coming through. Yes, I can see it. Adam's steps per minute, let me have a look. So let's see if Adam has cadence. No, Adam doesn't have cadence. Mark Bain. Right, that's more like it. See, steps per minute 177 is more believable. Crazy Canuck. That is more believable as well. 186 is... but heart rate is very low. So that's also interesting. Farah. Well... Could be. He's leading, going at 3:15 per kilometre. Heart rate of 160, which seems reasonable at this time in the race. Steps per minute of 169, 170, which is arguably okay. Right, I seem to have... Oh no, I thought I jumped up for some... I thought loads of people had decided not to bother anymore. Right, let's get back up to Mo. So Mo's in 5th. Tonya Page says she runs at 159 steps per minute. Yeah, but Tonya, when you're going as slow as we do, you can, if you're running at 7, 8, 9 minutes per kilometre, then 159 is a reasonable steps per minute. You can accept that. Leo Loughran, I was ready to give him a go for his money, but just couldn't get my new foot pod going. Never mind, we'll get it sorted. Oh dear, Leo, never mind. Next time, buddy. Right, so Mo is over halfway through now, in 19 minutes. So, really quite a slow time actually for Mo. Mo could do a lot quicker than this if he wanted to. Marcus Holmes says he's toast. I've got something stuck in my foot. I'm just going to stop for 1 second Can't work out why my shoe is irritating me today. My left ankle something's digging in. Lorraine Talbot says, love some of the subtitles. What subtitles? LS Chong says, just got the app Relive yesterday. Used it today. And he says, well done on the Ultra Trail Chamonix. Yeah, thank you very much. That was a couple of years ago now. And the Relive app, yeah, is good fun. It's a good app. Nice map images that you get off that map video. If you don't know it, go and look up relive.cc. It's an app that you can get which shows you a video of your route on a map when you go running. Very nice it is too. Mo Farah now running at 3:14 per kilometre under the water through the tunnels. Subtitles. Oh, I see. Oh, you're getting closed captioning. Yes. So closed captioning on Facebook sometimes gives some funny results. Quite correct. I have to speak with very good diction in order for it to translate my words correctly. If you want to join in a Zwift Run, if you've never done that before, go to the Zwift website and go to the events page, and you can choose all manner of running events or cycling events, and click on each event to read what it's about, and then click the little plus sign to sign up for that particular event. You didn't need to be logged in. You can also download the Zwift Companion app, which will help you as well to choose events that you might want to do. Mo Farah has 4 kilometres left to go. He is currently in a race with Adam Holland and Garcia. Although, as we said, we're not entirely sure about Garcia's credibility. Iveson is 1 minute 46 back. Adam Holland is about 4 seconds behind. And if Garcia keeps this up all the way, he's either a very good runner or something dodgy going on. But anyway, Mo is on his way. Adam is losing touch a little bit. It must be very hot. I know where Adam runs. He runs in a garage. It must be absolutely baking in that garage. But Mo, he might catch Cockbain, and he is currently catching him. Crazy Canuck is 30 seconds ahead, and Farah is 1 minute 40 ahead. But Mo is catching all of them. Whether he's got the distance enough to catch the leaders up, I don't know. Within 3.5 kilometres, he could probably get Crazy Canuck and Cockbain. Whether he can get Farah or not, I don't know. But this is racing on the Zwift Run. Tim Lynch says, I've watched all your races on YouTube. They're great because it's like we're running the race with you. Very well done on CCC as well. Do you have any races lined up for next year? Oh my God, yes. So many, because this year was basically cancelled. Well, hopefully there might be 1 or 2 towards the end of this year. But next year is absolutely packed. Yeah. Back in Chamonix for TDS, which I DNF'd at last year. So I've got a score to settle with TDS next year in the French mountains. And we'll be doing a few 100-milers, so South Downs Way, Thames Path 100, maybe even North Downs Way 100, we'll see. We've got a race in the Pyrenees, 100-miler, which I can't remember the name of now. Anyway, a race in the Pyrenees near Andorra, which should be great. So yeah, lots and lots to do next year. Jason Darby says this year's basically cancelled. My September and October events have now gone. just one left in November. Yeah, I think I'm about the same, to be honest. Need to do that Ben Nevis Ultra as well, which I DNF'd out last year. That'll be 2021 as well. But that's only 50k, but it's a heck of a mountain. Very tough race. So 3k to go now for Mo Farah. Adam Holland has given up the ghost. Adam Holland is now 50 seconds behind Mo Farah. Cobain has gone. He is now 16 seconds behind. Garcia is keeping pace with Farah. Crazy Kanak is just up ahead, and he is going to be caught now by Mo Farah. So Mo Farah will go into second place. I'm really sorry to be so cynical. I just don't believe Garcia. I don't know why, but I can't believe him. But he may be a really good runner. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe I shouldn't be quite so cynical. So Mo Farah is now on for catching Farah. So Farah is catching Farah. Ha! Mo Farah is going at 3 minutes per kilometre. And Farah is going at 3:14 per kilometre. So at the current pace, Mo is not going to catch him before the end. So Mo does need to speed up, or Farah needs to slow down in order for Mo to win this race. And look, every time Mo speeds up a little bit, Garcia matches him exactly. And let's bet on the fact that if we click on Garcia now, his steps per minute will be 159, and there it is, 159. Cobain, 175 is much more like it. 187 for Crazy Kanak is much more nearer the mark. Farah, no steps per minute, no heart rate. Mind you, that is the same for Mo Farah. It's just we have a bit more evidence that Mo Farah can run at this pace. I am 14 minutes behind Mo Farah. 14 minutes behind. Mo Farah is on just 8 kilometres now. He's got 2k to go. He's going to finish in about 33 minutes flat. Mo Farah is running on a Woodway treadmill. Now, to run on a Woodway treadmill, that connects automatically to Zwift for speed, but it doesn't have cadence. So in order to have cadence, he would need a foot pod, and he obviously doesn't have a foot pod or isn't wearing one. Tim Gross says, yeah, TSS app. Nobody does 159 cadence at 20 kilometres an hour. Yep, absolutely right. So we think Garcia is probably using the TSS app, which is an app you can basically just cheat on if you want. Just set the speed going and away you go. You don't even have to be on the treadmill. Ryan Downey is halfway. He's got to 5k now. And cadence will fluctuate naturally, says Marcus Holmes. Static cadence is suspicious, yeah. We are all suspicious of Garcia. Whether anyone wants to call him out live on air, I don't know. Apart from me. I would imagine, Tim, that the Woodway will go over 20 kilometres an hour. It must do. But at this rate, he is not going to catch Farah, who is going slower than Mo, but he's far enough ahead that in 1.5 kilometres, Mo is not going to catch him at his current pace. Now, if Garcia is any kind of a gentleman, he will slow down and allow Mo Farah to beat him. Right, I'm going to call him out. Oh, spelled CSS wrong, haven't I? So Mo Farah, 1 kilometre to go. Right. We've said all we can. Hopefully Garcia will back off Mo and let him go for the last kilometre. Thanks for all the ride-ons, by the way.
Thanks for giving my dad a ride-on.
So there is a good runner called Ty Farah. So Jason Darby, yeah, we're thinking that Farah is probably genuine. I mean, you know, 3 minutes per kilometre is, for a really good runner, 3 minutes per kilometre is perfectly doable. There's no question that there are plenty of runners in the world who can run 3 minutes per kilometre. But with the steps per minute that Garcia was producing, is still producing, 159 is very suspect. Alex Dieter said, very interesting if Mo ever did a 100-mile race. Yeah, I reckon I could take him on a 100-miler. I reckon I'd have him. Come on, Mo. So Mo's now sped up for the last few metres. Hopefully Garcia will stay where he is and let Mo go. And off he goes. 250 per kilometre for the last 400 metres now. 300 metres to go for Mo. Right, Tim Gross says, think some woodways have options to go faster. Let's see if it gets under 3. Yes, so it has done. Yeah, even if I was a good enough runner, I would not be able to go at 2:46 because this treadmill maxes out at 20 kph. So Garcia has relented and allowed Mo Farah to go, which is the right thing to do. Matt Dawson says maybe Garcia just has very long legs. Eric Lou says Garcia's not legit. Right, so we'll ignore it now. Job done. Mo Farah coming to the end, crossing the line now, and he is done. Well done to Mo for coming second in the Mo Farah 10k Watopia Run Festival race. Well done to Mo. Good job, buddy, if you can all drop him a ride on. Oh, and I'm now back on the bikes. So let's go back to me. Right, where am I? I've got 4k to go. Lorraine Talbot's going to stick with her 14-minute miles. I'm sticking with my nice, easy run I'm in 39th position. Ryan Downey is 40 seconds behind me. He's got 4k left. So we're chilling, bringing it home. Well done to Mo, good run. Come on then, come on Ryan, catch me up. I'm not racing, you know I'm not racing, not after the last 2 days. So, slow, easy-paced runs are a very, very important part of your training. A 6-kilometre run that takes an hour to do, or more, is in no way shameful. Yesterday, I tried to run a fast mile, and the day before that, I did a sub 40-minute 10k. So 2 quick days, we are in desperate need of a very slow, easy day. So really, I could even be going slower than this, and it would do me no harm whatsoever. It would allow my body to recover from the hard effort of the past couple of days. I also did a marathon on Saturday as well, so I haven't really done a very easy, slow run. I haven't left a day where I've done nothing but a slow run. See, Pike has stopped. He's had enough. At 6.5k. Paul Hayward is just up ahead of me. He's running a little bit slower than me. Ryan Downey is running a Garmin workout, so he's got to maintain a minimum of 10.4. Okay, well, when you catch me up, I'll stay with you at 10.4 then. But yeah, Alex Dieter, I reckon I'd have Mo at a 100 miler. He'd speed off and do a 30-minute 10k, and then there's 150k left, and I'd take him on that. Even if he did a 2-hour, 10-minute marathon, I've still got 120k after that to catch him. No problem. Slow and serious, thanks for the ride on. Steph Coet says we'll catch him at this pace. Come on then, hurry up. I'm not, well, maybe I'll slow, do you want me to slow down a bit for you? Right, let's slow down to 9 kph just for a minute or two to let the guys catch up. Do I dare put my camera angles on for the last 3.5 kilometres? Says Steph. Right, 7k done. 3k left to go. Right, Ryan is right behind me now. And Steph, here they come. I'm going to brave it with camera angles. So if I disappear, away from everybody. I apologise. Right, camera angles are on. Steph and Ryan are right behind me. Here they come. Tag, they've got me. Paul Haywood says I got my strategy wrong for Mo today. Right, here we are. And we've got Sen as well with us. So we're just bashing out the last 2.5k together. Along the seafront, along the beach. It's so easy to get set up with Zwift Running. Here's what you need. Firstly, access to a treadmill. It could be at home or at the gym, but any treadmill will work with Zwift. To get you moving in game, we need a speed source. Traditionally, we use a foot pod, like the Zwift Pod or the Stride, but you can also use the Run Smart treadmill sensor, your Apple Watch, one of the newer Garmin watches, the TSS app, and if you have a smart treadmill, your treadmill will connect directly to Zwift without the need for another device. Now simply download the Zwift app onto a Mac, a PC, an iPhone, an iPad, an Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. Finally, pair your speed source in the app. Pairing heart rate from your watch or a chest strap is also a great addition to Zwift. And that's it. You're all set up for solo runs, solo or group workouts, challenges and real-time racing on Zwift with people from all over the world. Right, I seem to have lost my main camera. Could be the heat turning it off, of course, could have overheated. I think it's overheating. So yeah, my main camera in front may well go off again in a minute due to overheating, so apologise for that. It is really, really warm in here. Ryan Downey says, what route is this? I've no idea. I think it's Ocean's 11. But I'm not, hang on, I'll tell you what I can tell you. Change to my stats. Yeah, Ocean's 11. Oh, I haven't given many ride-ons. Marcus Holmes managed 11th place, couldn't crack the top 10. Well done, Marcus. 11th is pretty decent, isn't it, really? Can't argue with that. Especially in this weather. Nice little group of us bringing it home. 2k to go, 2.3k to go. So we've got about 12 minutes of running left and we should finish in under an hour. Heart rate is 144 and steps per minute, look, even at this pace, my steps per minute is 167. which is way quicker than Garcia's was. Do you think he's feeling guilty over there in Brazil now? Do you think he's feeling like he's been found out? Do you think he thought he was getting away with it? 2k left. Marcus Holmes is closing in on 10,000 kilometres run on Zwift. 6,000 miles run, 6,050 miles run. That is amazing, buddy. Well done. And putting that into context, what am I? Right, so I've run 4,153 kilometres on Zwift. So you know me, I am on Zwift all the time. All the time I'm on Zwift running, and I've covered 4,153 kilometres. And I've done plenty of marathons and a 100 miler on Zwift. Marcus has done more than double that. Double my mileage and a couple of thousand kilometres more. That's mad. He must be on Zwift like 24 hours a day. That's crazy, Marcus. Very impressed. What are you on, Ryan? You must be quite high up. No, you don't. Marcus says I sometimes run outside. You can't possibly sometimes run outside. Oh, now what's happened with my camera now? This is weird. My camera's gone off again. Right. The hot weather, it doesn't like the hot weather, does it? Let's hope it can just manage for a couple more kilometres. Apologies that it keeps going off, but the hot weather just makes it die a sorry, sad death, I'm afraid. Oh, right. Guys, I need to stop. I'm sorry. I'm going to slow down. You carry on. Right, my camera's not going to stay on now, so we'll just have to try and stay with camera 2, I'm afraid. It's just so hot, bless it. .4 kilometres to go. Right, camera is on, but how long it'll stay on, I don't know. I need to find a way to get a fan to blow into it when it's really warm, so it keeps it vaguely cool. Rihanna says it wouldn't be the same without some technical issue. Yeah, that's it. So today's technical issue is my main camera overheating and dying. Oh, interesting. So Matthias Topping said there was a word that came on screen, overheated, for a moment. Yeah, okay, so that will be it then. Ryan Downey is at 5,109 kilometres after this run. So you're on more than me, Ryan. Wow. I need to start running a little bit on Zwift. I feel like I'm never. It's ridiculous. I run every day on Zwift, pretty much, and like there's people with way more miles than me. I feel like a newbie. It's ridiculous. Yeah, Marcus never sleeps. And Ace Ventura says, also, the heroes need a rest. Okay, Steph Coa is a minute ahead of me now. A minute and 22 seconds ahead of me. And she's on 1 kilometre repeats. Ryan Downey is nearly done as well. 1 kilometre to go for them. I have got just over a kilometre left. So we have to give up on camera 1 now. It's died again. Right, tell you what we'll do. Let's turn the playlist off and go and find there we are, that one will do. So we'll leave it on that. Yeah, Marcus says he just said overheat again, so okay, we'll just leave the main camera off, and I will endeavour to buy in the next few weeks a proper air conditioning unit for this shed, so I can close the doors and have it nice and cold in here, so this doesn't happen. RIP camera 1, says Jason. Yeah, never mind. So 7 minutes left, 1 kilometre to do, and only a little bit behind Mo Farah. I think Mo finished in second place in 33 minutes. Ace Ventura finished in the top 20. Well done, buddy. Good job. Whilst typing messages to me at the same time. It's all very nice having a really swanky, posh DSLR camera, or mirrorless camera as my main camera, but it's no good if it dies and doesn't show any images. So the cameras that are working are the cheap webcams. Camera 2 and camera 3 up above. So that's a bit useless, isn't it, really? No, the lights are LED lights. So Jess Dixon says, do the lights give off any heat? No, they're LED lights, they are. And they're too far away to make a difference. No, it's definitely just the camera itself and the weather. Maybe the screen as well that is behind it, that's giving off a bit of heat. So, you know, a variety of things are all adding to the heat, but it's mainly just the weather is making it absolutely sweltering in here. So I either need a little fan, tiny little fan on the camera to cool it down, or get a really good air conditioning unit for in here so the room can stay cool, and that would help me as well. And I think that's the plan, really, just to get a decent air conditioning system. Cheap things love the mud. Fancy things are prima donnas, yeah, cheap things love the mud. Yeah. Tim Iveson, thanks for the ride on. So we're nearly done. Steph and Ryan have got about 300 metres left. Sanderson 300 metres left. Morgan 400 metres. I've got 600 metres to go. Good turnout though, 83 runners turned out for Mo Farah's Watopia Run Festival 10k. We were kind of hoping that Mo would stay with us all for a bit, but he went and raced it, and so he was gone and disappeared quite quickly at the beginning of the race. Scott Gare says, good to see you still going. I managed to keep up with Mo for a mile. Yeah, I thought you stayed with him for about 3k, didn't you? And then he went into turbo drive and I bailed at 5k. Well done, Scott, good job. At the end, if you had been keeping up with him, your treadmill and my treadmill, because we'd both got the same treadmill, wouldn't have been able to keep up because he was going faster than our treadmills go at the end. So we'll make this 10k in just under an hour, 58 minutes and 30 seconds or so. Ryan Downey hit his daily target. Sanderson hit his daily target. So they're all done.
Ride on!
Walters, thanks for the ride on. And Mitchell as well, thank you very much. $600 calories burned, another 5 XP points just popped up there. So that'll be it for today. No more running on Zwift today. Have a relaxing, quiet evening. And we'll be back on tomorrow. And in a minute, I'll have a look at the Zwift Companion app and see what we're likely to do. I've been trying to get into deciding the day before what I'm going to do and posting that nice and early so people have an idea. Because I know there are some people who do like to run regularly with me, and it's useful for them to know what I'm doing. So I've been trying to give people advance notice of exactly what runs I'm going to do. So I'll try and do that again in a minute when we've got to the finish line. So I don't think Jay McKenna's going to be able to catch me in the last 4 seconds. So we made 46th position out of 83 runners. A little technical stop at in the middle, but with a little sprint at the beginning to try and catch up with Mo. And there we are. Now, I thought I'd given all these people ride-ons. Can I drop them again? Oh, we're not going to give Garcia one. We're angry with Garcia. He's not our favourite person at the moment. But let's just drop all these ride-ons. Well done to everybody. Good turnout. Oh, I've got sweat dripping into my eyes now. It's stinging. Oh, I can't do that one, can I? Camera's up. Mind you, let's just try and put it on again now. It's had a minute or two to cool down. So maybe it'll stay on for a minute. Let's finish off these ride-ons. So that was Mo Farah's 10k Watopia Run Festival. Well done to Mo. Thank you very much to him for taking part and doing that. Ace Ventura says that'll help a lot, i.e. me looking on the events list to see what I'm going to do tomorrow. Right, tomorrow evening, where are we? 5 o'clock, Watopia 1 miler. Lonely Goat at 6 o'clock. I haven't done Lonely Goat for a while. Ah, Tom Evans. Is that the Tom Evans? Okay, so. Yes, it is. Oh, good stuff. Right, I didn't know this. Right, my mate Tom Evans. Tom Evans, if you don't know who Tom Evans is one of probably Britain's best ultra runner at the moment. He won CCC in Chamonix the year I did it. The year I did it, he won CCC. He came third in the Western States in the USA last year. Third only to Jim Wormsley and Jim Wormsley's running mate, who I can't remember. So Tom is now signed up to Zwift. I didn't know that. That is awesome news. Tom lives just down the road. Well, actually, no, he is currently in Loughborough, but he lives just down the road from me. So we will join Tom tomorrow, 7 o'clock tomorrow. Tom Evans Red Bull race, the Moon Group Run. So that is awesome, brilliant. I'm really pleased about that. Tom Evans tomorrow live on Zwift. Might see if we can grab an interview with Tom at some point about that then. Thank you everybody for taking part today. Thank you for the chat on Zwift. So that is it for today. We will see you tomorrow for Tom Evans' run. Really pleased about that. I didn't know that at all. And that will be at 7 o'clock tomorrow. So 7 o'clock tomorrow, Tom Evans, Red Bull Run. Take care. We'll see you tomorrow. Take care everybody. Bye-bye.